All right, left to right, we have senior Sydney Cry, head coach Brandon Higa, and senior Lauren Hackett. Coach, rough loss, but great season. You know, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's to be part of a 29 in 1 year. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I just couldn't be more blessed by it. And the story of this year is going to be just like the confluence of events that brought this group of people together, and is tremendous. And all year, like they just the type of stuff that I say about my team, people don't believe, because behind the curtain, you know, this stuff goes on that, you know, you expect there to be drama and turmoil and infighting and all those things that happen with teams. Like, I know I've been there, but the coolest thing about this team is that there wasn't. Like, it was so easy to be a part of, and day in and day out. And you know, the great thing is that I spent all year like just relishing every moment, and I couldn't have enjoyed it more. And they made it easy. And yeah, the winning's great, but to be around people that like love and care for each other and are examples to each other and to me of what a team should be like, what friends should be like. I mean, it's just incredibly blessed. Yeah, and it's kind of just a glory to God type moment for me. So that's, yeah.
Lauren, you've been here for 4 years. What has the 4 years been like?
I mean, each season's been really different, and it's really cool to see it all culminate in this one, you know, amazing ride. But yeah, I mean, to have been committed since I was a junior in high school and to be sitting here as a senior, it's really cool to be able to look back and look through like the different stages that we've gone through and the school's gone through, and it's really cool to see how much it's grown even in the span of the 4 years, 3.5 years that I've been here. It makes me really proud to have helped build the program, and you know, bring in a set of girls, and Coach does a really good job at bringing in a set of girls that have great values and just, you know, not just athleticism, but you know, a good heart. And that's really what I've enjoyed about all the teams that I've been on here.
Sid, you transferred in, and how has this experience been for you?
It's surreal, honestly. These last 2 years I've grown more as a person and as a player anywhere in my 8 years of volleyball. And I definitely thank Coach Blair as well, and honestly the teammates. Like, I've learned so much compassion just playing with Hackett and playing with the other girls, and this is definitely one for the books, like something we get to like have forever, to cherish forever. And this was an amazing team. We played for each other, we trusted each other, and there was not one thing I would take back from this season. It was beautiful.
Lauren, I remember in some of the sets, you know, you're just saying next 5, that's 5 points. What do you think that does for your team?
I mean, I think it helps us not skip to, you know, oh, we've already lost it, or oh, we've already won. It's more of like, let's win a mini game, or let's win it point by point. And I think that's what our team has done all year, and I think that's what has helped us come out of deficits or you know, bounce back when we're down, is just saying like, the game's not over, let's win the next 5. And usually it does really well for us, because you can only go so far if you're just thinking about that end result the whole time.
What about tonight's match? I mean, you know, obviously this is a different San Bernardino team than the one that you guys saw up in Anchorage. I mean, talk about the process tonight and the way things kind of evolved.
Yeah, well, we approach every match and every team the same way. You know, so we did our scouting, we did our due diligence, you know, we knew that they were going to compete and that it was going to be a great match. And yeah, went out there and played.
Coach, one door closes, another one opens. It's a new era for Cal Baptist. So you closed out a Division II era, a Pac-West era, which we're very proud that you are a part of. You know, this run, this string of great volleyball teams. So just talk about, just reflect all the travel, all the, you know, the stuff that makes Pac-West very unique. You know, and just talk about just your experience and your team's experience.
Well, it's a great conference to be in. You know, I tell recruits that it's the best travel conference in America. The Bay Area and Hawaii and St. George, Utah, which we actually really like.
Yeah.
we nail the St. George trip every year.
I'm going to fact check you on that.
Hey, if you ever go to St. George, I
I've
got a
been-
couple places for you to eat. Don't worry.
Or anywhere in the country, he has places for you to eat.
Very true.
If I ever have to take you, never mind.
But it's been, being in the Pac-West has been unbelievable. The coaches that are in our conference, the teams that they produce, you know, from the great BYU teams that have had such great runs to us. I mean, it's the conference matters when you're trying to produce something special like this, and yeah, we're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss it, and you know, Bob Hogue does a great job running it and promoting us, and yeah, it was an honor to be in it for, what, 5 years, 6 years I was in it. Yeah, so we loved it. We loved it. We're going to be sad to go, and you know, as we played teams, we got a lot of, hey, make the Pac-West proud when you make that transition. We'll all be pulling for you, and that's what we're planning on doing. We know it's going to be different. It's going to be hard, but hey, trying to win a conference title is hard, and trying to produce great people and great athletes is hard, but that's what we're supposed to do. You know, that's the fun part about coaching in sports, is that, yeah, it's hard, and we get a crew to do it with. We get a team and a family to do it with.
Lauren and Sydney, I'm going to ask this for both of you. The immediate aftermath of the match, you've just suffered your first loss of the year, season's over, career's over in some cases, and you guys are huddling on. What's the mood immediately after? I mean, have you already kind of recovered emotionally, or was there some venting, some tears? I mean, how do you handle that in the immediate aftermath?
Jim, you're so melodramatic. Yeah.
Somebody's got to ask the tough questions,
From the
right?
script.
I don't mean to make a joke, but it honestly, I didn't remember how it felt to lose. You know, it's been a long time. So, I don't know, kind of that wave of like, what do you even say to each other? How do you wrap up a year like that in, you know, a couple sentences with a teammate or a hug? Like, it doesn't do it justice. So I think kind of the reflection process starts in your head, and you're kind of going through, you know, everything you have to be grateful for through the year. I definitely feel a mix of happy and sad, but a ton of happy. Like, I mean, my bags were packed for Florida. I was ready to go, but I'm really, really happy with the way the year turned out, and the past 4 years have. So super, super proud. That's kind of what I felt.
Mine was a little bit different.
Go ahead.
I definitely am a lot more emotional. I think that also kind of shows on the court. I'm very, very wear my emotions on my face. I'm super proud of my team, but I definitely wanted more. I think we all kind of did, and this loss definitely was a shock. It's been a while since we've lost, and honestly, the whole way through, I trusted my teammates, and I said, we got this. Like, I remember coming back from preseason and being like, this is an unbelievable team. Like, this is a championship team, and we got a Pac-West championship, and that was something I wanted a long time, and to fight with them till the end, yeah, I'm sad. I'm going to be sad for a while because I love this team. I love these coaches. I love being a student athlete here at CBU. I'm going to miss that, and I think that's why I'm so emotional. but I have no doubt that I'm going to take everything I learned here and kill it in the real world, or whether I go play overseas or whatever I do in life. And I know the same with Hackett and the rest of our seniors and our girls when we go D1.
And, okay, and that leads to another question. You've kind of set the bar here. I mean, you've set a standard for those who are following, and now they're going to be following into the WAC. So from a distance, I would imagine you guys are going to be watching pretty closely. Is there kind of a, I mean, how would you describe how you feel leaving that legacy for the players?
I mean, coaches always stress, and our program has always stressed that legacy is really important, and you know, don't just show up, play, and leave, but like come and leave your mark, and you know, make a significant impact on the teammates that are going to remain here and the girls that are going to be recruited. And I think that's something that we've tried to do, especially with when recruits come and visit. You know, we try and treat them like friends, teammates, and I think that draws in some really good girls. So yeah, definitely going to be, you know, keeping our eyes on the teams next year and to come. And super excited to see where CBU is going to go, especially after these 4 years. It's grown exponentially just to see what the next 4 years are going to bring and to see what coach can do.
Honestly, it's exciting because I feel like this is more than a team. I feel like this program is more than just a program, it's a family. And with that being said, even with the girls I played just last year with, like, I'm still in really good contact with all of them. They're cheering us on. Everyone I've met here at CBU is cheering us on, and I'm definitely going to be following them all the way and make as many matches that I can. And yeah, I hope we did leave a good enough legacy and to say, hey girls, like, now that you've tasted it, like, go get more.
Mm-hmm.
Go make an impact in the WAC and do what you know how to do best and play volleyball.
I'm going to ask you to reflect on some off-the-court memories here. Reflect back on your time as a Lancer and kind of tell us about maybe one or two off-the-court kind of funny memories or moments that have occurred along the way.
I have one. Well, okay, the professors here love athletes. I mean, most of them do. So it was always funny, you know, kind of seeing the reaction when you would walk up and introduce yourself and say, hey, I'm on the volleyball team, like, might be missing a few classes and that sort of thing. But I had this one professor who, it was a giant lecture class, you know, over 100 students, and I came in, you know, probably 15 minutes late just because my, you know, I slept in or something. And I walk in 15 minutes late, and the professor stops his entire lecture, you know, stops what he's doing and says, hey, Lauren, how'd your game go last week? In front of everyone, and we stop the lecture for 10, 15 minutes and just chat. I'm standing in front of everyone. And that's how much the school cares about, you know, its students, and not just its athletes, but you can see just through the way that they treat you with grace and kindness and are very forgiving. I think that says a lot about, you know, the academic side of the school, and I've really enjoyed that.
And were you ever late again?
Never.
Okay.
Early.
that was probably the idea.
Honestly, in the 2 years that I've had here, some of my fondest memories have been on our bus travel trips. It's always kind of like right as we get on the bus, we kind of like all pass out for like 20 minutes to like an hour, and then after that we're all up, all like clumped in little areas, and we just talk about life. Yeah. And it's not just this small conversations, it's deep conversations because we care about each other and we want to help each other out in life, whatever it may be. Most of the time it's not about volleyball, it's about school, and we help each other in assignments. Just kind of in my life, school has never really been of such a high importance, and coming here and being like, hey, like, we want to excel not just on the court but in the classroom. Yeah. We want to be great people all the way around, and being able to talk to my teammates and they can help me with things, and these are friendships that are going to last a lifetime, and I don't think a lot of other teams have that opportunity. Yeah. So pretty cool. This program's pretty awesome.
One more question.
Coach, every team's journey is a little bit different. Kind of reflect on, in the short time that this journey has ended, this team's journey as compared to maybe the last couple of years' editions of the Lancers, and kind of talk about the differences and maybe some of the similarities.
You know, I think one of the big differences was just our ability to stay poised and steady, and it was uncanny. It was a little bit unnerving at the start, you know, because you have to learn the personality of every team and what's going to work and what's not going to work. But we learned pretty early that, you know, this team wasn't going to get really low emotionally. It wasn't going to get really high emotionally. We just kind of stuck to the task, and that's the way that we played best. And so, you know, that was kind of a cool thing the cool part of the journey early on was just figuring out, you know, what's the heart and soul of this team like, and how do we have to proceed forward with our training and with how we work with them in game. But I mean, this is a group that, you know, in terms of coaching, you just had a ton of trust in them. You know, we had a couple moments early in the season that kind of set up some of the things that were, I think, keys for us winning a lot. You know, not missing a lot of serves and making defense really, really important, which in the past we haven't. That's not something. Our ability to dig balls and to stay in long rallies hasn't been something that really, you know, is what CBU's known for. We're normally, hey, we're gonna be top 10 in blocks and be pretty offensive. But this was a team that really had an incredible volleyball IQ, stuck through plays, had heart, and could stay in rallies a long, long time. So that was really cool to finally have it all come together. Like, you know, we've got the firepower, we've got the defense, and I think the other thing is the biggest thing was just how they work together as a team. And you know, we've gotten a ton of awards, and there's been a ton of pub about the people that were on the court. I mean, so the people that were off the court did more in terms of bringing us together, making us a family, having a gym environment that was great to come to every day. They've done more than I could ever really say. And man, I love, you know, the accolades are great, but man, the team was phenomenal. And even the ones whose names you didn't hear that much this year, they were huge. And to be part of a group that from, you know, number 1 to number 17 was just a joy to be around every day. I mean, hey, going 29-1 is hard. Finding 17 people who are willing to put aside their ego and work together, maybe that's a little harder. So, blessed to be a part of something like this.
All right, guys. Congrats on a great season.
Thanks.
Thank you.